Hi there, how we doing? We doing good? That's great. So today I just wanted to make a little bit of an update video for you all, just talking about a couple things because I know it's been a minute since I've actually uploaded, and I just want to explain to you all where I've been and that I'm here, I exist, I'm not dead, haha. But no, I just wanted to kind of take some time to talk to you guys about where the videos have been for the past month, because while I am probably kind of known in terms of my upload schedule for not being the most consistent, this is a kind of, this has been a longer wait, and so in this video I just want to explain where I've been for the past month, and I also want to explain why some of those week to 2 week breaks get taken, because those were a thing, before this 1 month break happened. So to get this all started, I want you all to realize something first and foremost, and that's that I have a life outside of YouTube. You probably heard this before, and I feel as if this isn't something new that YouTubers would tell you, but yes, I do in fact have a life outside of YouTube. And I try to make that especially the case, considering that I am not an adult. I am literally a teenager who, in a way, just wants to treat this as more of something that I do for fun. Despite me making income off of these videos, and I'm very, very thankful for that, I also really, really want to have time to myself and be able to just be with the people around me. And I also want you guys to understand that, I have school as well. This year especially is going to be a more important year for me, as this is junior year of high school for me. So obviously, with this being the case, I'm having to process the fact that ACTs are going to be a thing, and just all that stuff. And along with this, one thing I've also come to realize is that despite me enjoying doing stuff like the mental health videos, I also really have noticed something, and that's that after a while of making any type of YouTube video here on the site, for me personally, I really just tend to not enjoy doing it as much, even with the mental health videos. I actually tried to record the mental health Q&A a couple times shortly after I made the Q&A video. I'd say I made one maybe a couple days afterwards, and then one maybe a week and a half after I had announced it. And I just didn't really, enjoy doing it. I didn't find the passion in doing it, and I didn't really understand why. And so with this 1 month break, I've been trying to take some time and process what has been making me happy and what I can do to make myself happy and really make something balanced out. And that's not to say that I'm not happy on the regular. It's more of a matter of there's certain spouts of just unenjoyability that I have doing YouTube in general. And I think really in some cases, the idea of me really wanting a break can hit me harder than I would have ever expected. I had a situation like this happen, I think towards the beginning of 2018 or 2017. I'm not sure which year it was, but I remember I had taken around a month and a half off, and it was mainly just due to the fact that it was for different reasons. It was more or less because of the fact that, I didn't feel like I was getting the support that I really wanted to for the videos that I was making. And obviously that worry in specific doesn't necessarily happen as much or in the same way, due to the fact that, I actually have a very nice following now of 60,000 subscribers, which I haven't really made that announcement yet, but thank you all so much for helping the channel reach 60,000 subscribers. It really, really means the world to me that you guys are really still being supportive through just all these hiatuses I've been taking, and I really apologize for that. I'm just really trying to have me come first as a person. While I do love you guys very, very much, I really want to take into account my own self and what makes me happy, and sometimes those things can shift depending on just what I've been doing in the past. So yeah, now getting away from the subscriber thing for a bit, I want to sort of explain to you guys what I've been doing over this past month and what I've been trying to do. For one thing, as I previously mentioned, I started school back up. August 1st, I started my first day of junior year, and it it was a slight adjustment, and I think it was something I really had to get back into the swing of, especially after 2 months of not having school. Thankfully, this semester I have been very much blessed with the fact that I have a class of psychology, which, if any of you guys know me well, you know I'm very, very big into the psychology field. And I can easily say, even though I've been in the class for less than a month, I really, really enjoy the class, and I love what I've been being taught in there. Some stuff is more like a biology-based stuff, which I will admit I was not the best with biology, but somehow psychology just makes it really easy for me, and I've really enjoyed what I've learned in there. And who knows, maybe even some of the stuff that I've learned in there I can kind of bring the knowledge that I've learned in that class to you guys in some sense. Even recently, we just started learning about stuff about your consciousness and sleeps and dreaming and everything, and it's all so interesting to me, and I really, really just love studying over it, and it's such a passion for me, guys, and I really hope you understand that, because while I do enjoy doing some of the gaming stuff that I do, I also just really, really enjoy just psychology in general, knowing how humans work, how our behaviors work, and how I can use that to better help people in the future due to my love and support for the mental health awareness community. And along with this, along with school being a thing, I've also just been trying to take some time to really just show my love and just to hang around with friends. I think one huge thing for me is that my friends are a huge driving factor for my happiness. If I was in a situation where I felt as if I had no friends and I had no one to really just give me the giggles and everything when I really feel like I needed them most, I would probably be in a much lower state, and it would be much harder for me to be able to just function in my day-to-day life. For me personally, I did some stuff yesterday with a friend of mine who I think is really, really awesome, and if I don't know if she watches my videos on the regular, but if you do, hey, you know who you are. But yeah, no, I've been trying to do so much with being able to hang out with friends, and guys, I can't express to you how much that also makes me happy as well, because a lot of the friends that I hang around are also people who are, even if they don't want a complete and utter job in psychology, they have interest in the subject, and I feel as if a lot of my friends, there's some connection to some type of psychology with them, and I tend to find myself connecting with people like that the most, and I'm very glad that I can connect with people similar with me just so easily, and I'm very, very happy about that. Now, the one thing that I want to talk about last but not least in this video is what exactly do I have for future plans going forward? What do I want to do? Because obviously, I will admit, in the month that I have been off, I have been also just taking time to think about what do I really, really want to do with this channel, and what, genuinely, how do I feel about it in the current state that it is in, and just where do I want to go from here? And I've put a lot of thought into this, especially in the last week, as I've been coming up to the thought of making this video. And what I have been thinking about is I really, really want to only make videos when I feel the most comfortable. And I think while I have already been trying to do that, I feel as if it is very, very important that I just don't burn myself out. And I mainly say this because while I have kind of stopped doing corruptions, and that's definitely made a more positive mark, I've also just, I've been doing more videos than I want to as a whole, and I guess that sort of causes burnout, and I know to probably some of you guys it doesn't seem as if I've made too many videos, considering that they are a bit spaced out. But for me, I tend to find this as more of a hobby, and I really want you guys to know that. If someone was to ever ask me if this would ever become a full-time thing for me, I know with the current growth that the channel tends to get, It could be possible, and I think I really probably could make this into a full-time career if I wanted to. I can assure you guys that no matter what it is, I don't really ever see myself doing this full-time. And that is nothing against you guys, and I want you to understand that. But I very simply think this is just not a thing that I see myself doing full-time. I think, in a way, I only say this because of the way that YouTube works, and what I mean by this is that YouTube, in this point, it has become such a broken system, and I know a lot of you guys are probably aware of that. I remember I talked about how the YouTube algorithm generally did stuff, and how it was demotivating me from doing YouTube as a whole, and you know, that was more on a point where corruptions were just such a thing on the channel. And now, I mean, the algorithm isn't necessarily something that I try to focus on as much, because let me tell you something, if there's any flaw in YouTube that really seems to get me down the most, it is stuff about the algorithm. Because the algorithm, while it is a really huge site as a whole, YouTube is, the algorithm just works in such strange ways that I feel are just so unnecessary. And I mean, in some cases, you know, there was, I think it was over the summer, we had a video here on the channel reach 1 million views, and that was the Smash Ultimate Google Translated roster video. And of course, similar to the subscriber thing, I would like to thank you guys so much for that. I appreciate the love and support that has gotten, and I even was noticed. I was even told by a friend recently that if you guys are familiar with SMG4 or Hobo Bros, they're kind of known for the Meta Runner series here on YouTube. They're kind of a classic Mario 64 bloopers channel. They did a meme compilation reaction recently, and my video of the Smash Ultimate Google Translated roster was featured in it. And I just thought that was so cool that a channel so much bigger than me, you know, had noticed my video, and they seemed to really enjoy it. So I thought that was really cool as well. But enough of rambling with that. So in terms of where I feel as if the channel is going to be going, in terms of right now, I kind of am probably still going to take a little bit of time off just for myself. If I can feel myself getting in the mood, back in the swing of things, you know, maybe I'll push out that mental health Q&A, but I can't guarantee that that's going to be my coming back video or anything. That's probably going to more or less come after my coming back video, but in case if you guys are curious about any videos that I have been trying to plan out, one thing I will say is that I do plan to record. I actually did have an original version of this recorded all the way through, but I want to re-record it just because I don't think I was as expressive and just as happy as I wanted to be in that video. But I have a Smash Ultimate video of Snake. I know, big spoiler, but like, and yes, for any of you who are probably holding pitchforks up saying, where's the hero video? Hopefully I'll be making it, because I know when Joker came out, I didn't make a video about Joker. I do heavily apologize for that, but hero video will probably happen at some point, I swear. I probably shouldn't say that because I can't make any guarantees, but I swear. So yeah, I hope you guys can understand that I've just really been trying to take this time for myself and just my own happiness. And, you know, hopefully I can make my return here maybe in a little bit or so. I can't say like, ho, we are coming back on this date or anything. I can't make any guarantees because obviously I just, you know, I really want me to be able to think to myself when it's going to happen instead of just throwing it out on a whim or anything like that. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and share the video, and I will see you recruits in the next video. Peace.